What's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be giving you a review of Boruto, Two Blue Vortex, Chapter 2. This chapter was very action-packed, and it went over some things that I want to discuss. So the chapter starts off with Code basically saying, "Wow, I should have attacked Konoha sooner if I knew you would have came like that." To which Boruto's just looking serious, and he says, "Code, get the Ten Tails minions out of here, do it and I'll spare your life." So this part in particular actually had me kinda shocked. So I guess Boruto believes he's closed the gap in power between himself and Code. Code is shocked as well, actually asking Boruto what did he say. Code then says something very interesting. He says to Boruto, 2 years ago, didn't you run away from me without doing anything? The time skip was 3 years ahead, but Code made his strike on Boruto 2 years prior to this meeting. Boruto tells Code that he heard him right, and that if he doesn't get on with it, he won't get away with just losing his left eye this time. Boruto then tells Sarada to go help the villagers and that they'll talk later, all with no eye contact at all. This has me pretty concerned with Sasuke. I really want to know what happened. Elsewhere, we see the new Ino Shikacho trio taking on some of the claw grind. Chocho says all the claw grinds are just large numbers and not really strong individually, and immediately afterwards almost gets sneak attacked by a claw grime coming in from behind. Now something to note here is that we see a claw grime stronger than the others who possesses a Rinnegan. This claw grime in particular almost hurts Himawari, but Kawaki comes and saves her. Now back to Boruto and Code. Boruto is telling Code that he does not know the horrors of the Ten Tails. We also see Boruto cutting up some of the claw grimes with his sword, showing that he now is proficient in Kenjutsu. Seeing one of the claw grimes get slashed by Boruto kinda reminds me back in Dragon Ball Z where Frieza accidentally cut himself in half with one of the Destructo discs. The claw grimes have a body very similar to Frieza from Dragon Ball Z. Now Code thinks he knows everything about the Ten Tails and tells Boruto that the minions are just actually tools for him. So I guess over the time skip and over the years, Boruto has learned a great deal more about the Ten Tails and what it can do and what it did in the past 4th Shinobi World War. I want to note a few things. So back in Naruto Shippuden in the 4th Great Shinobi World War, if you don't remember, the Ten Tails actually had an imperfect revival. It wasn't brought back at full strength because Obito merely used the Gold and Silver brothers still trapped as substitutes for Kurama. As for a small portion of the Eight Tails chakra that was retrieved by Sasuke, Madara later captured the 8 and 9 tails, but it was revealed that even Kurama was not at full power. Half of Kurama was sealed inside of Minato, inside the Dead Consuming Seal, aka the Reaper Death Seal. So in all of Naruto, we actually have not seen a full power Ten Tails as of yet. Something else to note is that the Ten Tails that is under Code's possession is only a juvenile. My personal theory is that the Ten Tails is slowly maturing, and that eventually it will begin to get a conscience of its own. Code then tells Boruto that he knows everything about the Ten Tails, and that they devour Otsutsuki and anybody or anything that's in their path until they get the Otsutsuki. We see Sarada fighting one of the claw grimes, and as one of them almost sneak attacks her like Himawari, one of the other ninja come and save her, and as the Ten Tails makes biting contact with the ninja, he starts to turn into a tree, kinda like the Zetsu from the past in the war. Boruto tells Code that even though he was right about the Ten Tails, that is kinda different now because he added the transformation being the claw marks Shinjutsu Code attached to the Ten Tails. Boruto says with the Ten Tails roaming around free as it is now, it's only a matter of time before everyone is headed into the worst possible future ever, where Code reiterates that that worst possible future is his objective. Boruto then tells Code to take him to where the Ten Tails body is, and in exchange he'll let him live. Boruto is really on that type of time in this chapter. He even says killing Code would be easy. So Code obviously calls Boruto's bluff and says, "You're gonna be the one to die, buddy." To where Boruto just says, "There's no talking to Code," and he unveils his new jutsu, which is called the Rasengan Uzuhiko. My personal opinion is that this jutsu will be the equivalent to the Chidori stream. Just like Sasuke made a full body Chidori, Boruto will make a full body Rasengan. So overall, this chapter was pretty action packed. Not a lot of dialogue and just a lot of action and fighting. I really love that we got the little bit of lore about the Ten Tails, even though they really didn't tell us anything we didn't know already. But the fact that Code attached the claw marks to the Ten Tails means that I think that it really will become a sentient being down the road. As far as I know, Code has Ishiki's power in the form of the white karma, and Shibai's claw marks, and Shibai cells presumably. So these factors combined with the Ten Tails, it's no way the Ten Tails doesn't get its mind of its own down the road. Also, I'm really surprised at the power scaling. I honestly didn't believe Boruto would be stronger than Code post time skip. Code was stated to be stronger than Jigen without his limiters after all. So I'm very interested to see flashbacks of the 3 years Boruto has been on the run. And more importantly, what happened to Sasuke. It's kinda crazy that we haven't seen Sasuke or Amado in a while. And speaking of that, where is Kashin Koji? It's still a lot of questions that I have, but overall it was a great chapter. Something else I didn't mention is that the claw grime that had a Rinnegan are actually called Kawaki and Otsutsuki. So I definitely believe the Ten Tails is starting to get a mind of its own. But that'll be it for today, YouTube. I'm gonna try to start uploading more frequently. I've just been really busy with work and learning the YouTube process. So please bear with me. I promise it's some good content coming. Boruto will be the main anime of this channel, but it won't be the only one. I have a couple videos on some other anime that I'm currently working on, and they're gonna be some good videos. So subscribe if you want to see them. Have a good day, YouTube. Stay blessed. Until chapter 3.
俺は死神だ。